Grab yourself a coffee and let me show you my latest thrift store finds. Hey guys, it is Jen with Mother Time, and it has been a fun week of thrifting, and I have come home with lots of treasures that I can't wait to show you to hopefully inspire you to look for these treasures while you are out thrifting as well. I'm also going to share some ideas of what I look for when I am out thrifting. I've given Wayne a little bit of a break this week. We are in the midst of our next project, which will be coming up in the next video. It will be in the living room. We are adding faux beams just like we did in the kitchen, and also doing a wall treatment on the long wall where the TV is. So that's coming up next. Can't wait to show you. So this week I thought I would do a little thrifting and then show you what I got. And I got really lucky this week. I found lots of things. So let's dive right into what I found at the thrift stores. The one thing I always am looking for when I go thrifting is white dishes, dinnerware, serving pieces, Ironstone, false graph, or just anything that's really pretty and of course affordable. I love to find good prices on these pieces too. And I got really lucky this week with some beautiful white dishes. Let me show you the first one. I always love to keep my receipts too. I have like an envelope of all the receipts because I love looking back and seeing what I paid for stuff. But the first thing I found was this beautiful Ironstone platter with the wheat design on it. Isn't it pretty? It's the Ironstone. So if you love thrifting for Ironstone too, as much as I love antiquing and finding pieces at the thrift stores, you know, sometimes just finding it at the thrift store is just that thrill of the hunt and finding a really good deal on it too. And don't get me wrong, when I go antiquing, I buy things too, but I might not buy as much, maybe just one or two pieces when I go antiquing, or depending on what I'm looking for, if it's something that I've been looking for a while that I finally found. But when I go thrifting and I can find pieces like beautiful Ironstone in a beautiful platter like this, it was only $6.99. And like I mentioned often too, when I go to Savers, which is one of the thrift stores I love to go to, I always have a coupon, whether it's something that I've been emailed or I'm on there like Savers Club, or I always donate something and I get a coupon too. So I always have a coupon when I go to Savers to use on purchases like this beautiful Ironstone wheat platter. I just thought was a beautiful find. I also picked up this false graph Heritage Collection teapot. Isn't it pretty? I collect a lot of false graph. I love the Heritage Collection. This was only $5.99. Of course, it was at Savers, so I had a coupon, so I got it for a better deal. I just love it. I love the Heritage Collection, but I have another piece that's not from the Heritage Collection too. I just love the false graph pieces too. It's affordable when you can find it at the thrift store, and it's so pretty, and another beautiful piece to add to my collection. I love using dishes and serving pieces throughout my home. I have them in my hutch, on my shelf here, my sidebar, also in my dining room, on my new hutch, in my living room, throughout my kitchen. Everywhere. I just love to like tuck these in. They're just really, really pretty. So these I also found, it's a set of 6. So I have 4 more here on the table. This is also false graph. These are the Heritage cups, and I got a set of 6 for $5.99. I thought that was a great deal too. For all of these beautiful cups that you can stack. I can hang them on my little rack. I just love the way they look. So many uses to decorate with for your home. Really give it a really pretty cottage style. Obviously, I can't get enough of white dishes, but they're just so cute. I can't resist them. It's something I love collecting. This is a false graph gravy server along with the plate, and it was only $3.99. And of course, I had a coupon because I got it at Savers too. It's so pretty. It's functional because it's a gravy server, so you can use it. How cute is that? I have a lot of gravy servers, but I couldn't resist this one. But also too, you could use this for decorative and add some flowers in here or some herbs. It's just so pretty to put anywhere. And I just love the 2 pieces, and I just love the shape. I love the little handle on it too. Like, it was only $3.99 for both pieces too. Like, how could I just walk by it? I couldn't resist it. So this was another find at the thrift stores as well. I promise you, I'm almost done showing you the white dishes I picked up this week, but I just got lucky this week. You got to pick it up when you see it. So I also grabbed this big, beautiful false graph Heritage Collection bowl, serving bowl. I got it at Savers too, so it was only $9.99, and then the 20% off. I love collecting big bowls like this because they're practical, so you can use them as serving pieces if you're entertaining or need a bowl to make a big salad in. But these are also beautiful to set anywhere for a fruit bowl, to put as bowl filler, to use on your coffee table as well. So I always love decorating with bowls throughout my home, in my entryway, so I can never have enough of these. These are just so beautiful to use throughout your home to add a little bit of cottage charm to your home. And like I mentioned before, I love collecting the ironstone and the false craft, but I'm always looking for unique pieces too. Even like this, aren't these cute? They were just so different. I just love the handles on them. They were actually Williams Sonoma too. And they were $1.98. So I thought that was a really good deal. They only had the two, but look how I have them stacked here. I was thinking about stacking them on my shelves over here too. And then I always play around with things, but you could use this for really nice for dips and things too. I just like the rim on them too. It had a really pretty color. $1.98 a bowl. Williams Sonoma, how could you go wrong, right? So I picked up the two that they had in the store too. So another great find, thrifting as well. Next on my list of things that I always look for when I'm thrifting is copper. I didn't find any new pieces to add to my collection this week, but I'm always on the hunt for it. I did find some copper pots just a couple weeks ago that I actually shared in my kitchen update video. I'll link that above as well as in the description below if you missed that video. And also in that video, I share how I clean it with just some salt and vinegar. The next thing I always look for when I'm thrifting is pictures and picture frames. I found some beautiful frames this week like this one. Isn't it pretty? It was only 79 cents. I love the detail on the frame. And for 79 cents, you can't beat that either. And I also picked up these frames too. They were only 99 cents for each of the frames. I love the oval and the gold. I think I might be using these in the living room. That's why I got them, but I'll definitely find a home for them. But I just thought they were really pretty. Love the shape, the color, and the price too. And this one's a little bit bigger. It was a little bit more. It was $3.99. I found this one at the Goodwill. The other ones I found at Amvet's, but I just like the size of it. And I always love having frames like this on hand to use throughout my home. And I couldn't resist picking up this print. It is Grace by Eric Enstrom. I see it here and there when thrifting, but this was $1.98. So like, how could I say no? Sometimes I see it was like maybe $6 or $7, but this actually didn't have a price. When I took it up to the register, she said $1.98. It's a little banged up in the back. There's a little water stain on it too. But I've always wanted to add this print to my collection. So now I have it. I love, for $1.98, I couldn't pass that up. And another thrift store find. I always love looking and shopping for prints and unique prints and signs. And of course, those picture frames every time I'm thrifting, because you never know what you're going to find to add some charm to your home. Next on the list of things that I look for when I'm thrifting are baskets. I didn't get any new baskets this week when thrifting, but I shared a lot recently that I found. The one behind me is from thrifting. I have some new ones also in the kitchen too. None from this week, but I'm always on the hunt for them as well. And that's what I love about thrifting, is that you can find unique finds to customize your home, to make it not look so cookie cutter. And that's why I love thrifting, because you can find it. You never know what you're gonna find. And everybody has different things that they collect. I have a bunch of things that I love thrifting and collecting and looking for. And one of the things is the Currier and Ives dishware collection. For me, it's very nostalgic. And I always love finding pieces here and there affordably. Of course, I see it at antique stores, but when I can find it at thrift stores for very, affordably, that's when I love to pick it up, because it goes back to like the grocery stores. And I always remember like the little green stamps. I was born in 1975. So it was during my era of growing up and being at the grocery store and collecting those little stamps. I remember my mom, I think, collected like little stamps that she would put like on like a little piece of paper, and then when you had enough, you take them up and get like the dinnerware set of like the plate, the cup, the saucer, and like the dessert plate or whatever, and then you could add on to the collection. And in the store they had like it all displayed up. It was so pretty. Well, the Currier and Ives dishware collection came from that. You could also get it at department stores too, or even like mail in as well, or buy the additional pieces. Some of the Currier and Ives have like stamps on the back, and most of them, if you find them with the stamp on the back, they came just like direct from Royal China, who produced this. Some of these pieces, if you don't find the stamp on them, it's because they were like from a the grocery store or one of those. But I love collecting these pieces. I collect the blue transferware as well. I love, or not blue, the brown transferware. This is blue. The brown transferware. I also love the Liberty Blue collection. I have a whole video about Liberty Blue. I'll link that above for you too. I love that. I use that like for Independence Day. I love that. But anyways, so I found, thrifting this week, a big old set of the Currier and Ives little bowls with, it was 9 bowls for $5.99. Just so cute. And I'm planning on using these throughout my kitchen. And then like I said, I tuck these all over the place. Let me find one here. Some of them need to be cleaned up a little bit. Let me find one that's not as dirty. Anyways, this is the Kids on the Fence. Isn't that darling? I love it. So cute. So I have 9 of them for $5.99, and just a really cute addition to my Currier and Ives collection. And I found this random set of Currier and Ives. It was the cup and the sugar bowl. So random, but it was $6.99 for the 2-piece set. Plus I had the coupon because I got this at Savers. So I got the cute little cup, just single cup. There's the beautiful design on that. So pretty. I love the blue. I love using the blue, especially for spring and summer. I love adding that little pop of blue throughout my home. And then here is the sugar bowl with the steamboat on it. Now, none of them have the markings on the bottoms of them, but like I mentioned before, you may find them with markings on the bottom. So if you find these and they don't have the markings, doesn't mean that they're not Currier and Ives. They are. They're just, they had some with stamps on them and some with not. But as long as they have like the blue and the blue rim, that is Currier and Ives from the Royal China Company, which came out I think in like 1934, and they designed all these pretty patterns and they sold them at like dime stores to make just really inexpensive and affordable dinnerware back in like the 30s. So I just love like the history behind it too. So, and then like that, this is not from then. This came out I think late 60s and through like early 80s, and again was part of either you could get it like Sears or department stores or grocery stores too. But just nostalgic for me, and I just love finding these pieces thrifting at an affordable price too. I also found these plates. These are the Curiosity Shop plates from Royal China Company too. Most of them have the clock on it, except one had the teapot. And I found these at Amvet's. They were all 50 cents a plate. I like the green. They're cute, nostalgic, and for 50 cents, just a great way to use them throughout your home or just for a little piece of nostalgia. Also falling in the category of just unique finds or things to customize your home with. I also found this metal oval platter with the Currier and Ives too. Perfect for Christmas. This was only $3.49. And then of course I found this at Savers, so it was 20% off. So this actually falls into 2 categories. Finding unique finds to customize your home, but also looking for seasonal decor. I'm always, even in June, even now, I am always on the hunt for seasonal Christmas and fall decor. Don't pass that aisle up, even if it's, you know, March or April, whatever, you know, month you're in. Always look, because you never know what you're going to find, and then you'll be so happy. Your future self will thank you when you have things like this that you found. So I found this really pretty platter. I love it for the Currier and Ives, and it's perfect for my Christmas decor, and it's the American Homestead. So it was just a really cute platter, $3.49, plus I had the coupon. So another cute addition that I found this week thrifting. Next on my list of things that I always look for when I'm thrifting is furniture. Now, I didn't come home with any pieces this week, but I did find one. This beautiful hutch I thought was so cute, and it was only $49. I was so tempted to get it because I love that it was corner too, but I don't know where I'd put it. It would be in my basement until I found a place. But anyways, I really love that. But that is something I always look for when I'm thrifting because you just never know what you're going to find. Also in the category of unique finds or things that just to customize your home, I was drawn to this. I don't know why. It was a Hershey's tin. It said chocolate and cocoa. I thought, well, this would be cute for fall and Christmas to tuck maybe on a shelf in the kitchen somewhere. I loved it. It was only $3.99. And it was one of those things I said, if I don't get it, I'm going to regret it. It was only $3.99 and it came out in 1989. I was like 14 then, but I loved it. It's not old or anything. Well, I was 14. Anyways, I just thought it was cute and I just thought it was different. I just like the size of it. So, and for $3.99, I said, if I don't grab this, I know I'm going to be mad at myself. So I got this too. Quite the haul so far this week, right? I know this is all from like maybe a week and a half of This is all a week and a half of stuff. I really got lucky this week. There are some times I go and I really don't find much, but these last couple weeks I've gotten really lucky. I just love looking for glassware when I'm thrifting too. So that's another one on my list. And I love finding like unique shapes or pictures because you can always use these to fill, for candles. Sometimes if you find something, you might not know what to do with it, but you'll be happy you got it at one point. I just love the shape of this one. It was $3.99. And I was just drawn to the shape. Sometimes you're just drawn to random things. And I just knew if I didn't get it, I'd be mad at myself. So I got this too. Also with glassware, I love looking for glass bowls. So I found a couple here again with the receipt in it. I'm sorry. I have this one, which is an anchor bowl, which was $3.49, 20% off. I just like the size of it. I like having this side when I'm prepping and stuff like that to have extra ones. So I always feel like I'm gravitating to the size and maybe I, needed an extra one to have. So I grabbed this one and then I also grabbed this one. Where did I get this one? All of my receipts. This one was $3.98. And I just like the little pour spout on it too, but I like the size. I have a bigger one, but I like the smaller size too. So yeah, I grabbed this one as well because I just didn't want to pass it up. So this was another thrift store find too. And I also found this really cute pot. It was $3.99. Then I got 20% off. I thought it was really cute. It's not old. It's from Primitives by Kathy. So it's, a brand. But I thought it was cute and different. So another thrifty find this week. And like I mentioned earlier, I always love keeping my receipts. I have them all tucked away so I can always look back to see what I paid for stuff. I don't know why. Because sometimes when I take the sticker off then. But I also found this bowl. Isn't it pretty? It's nice and heavy too. I got this at Goodwill for $5.99. And this was one that I was like, if I pass this up, I'm going to be mad at myself. So, and there's been so many times I've learned that I would pass stuff up and then I'd be thinking about it. I think I mentioned this a couple weeks ago too, where I didn't get something and then I went back the next morning. So I've just come to learn if I was drawn to it, there's a reason for it. As long as it's reasonable, get it. So I grabbed this bowl too. I just thought it was really pretty. I like the stripe on it. Like I said, it's big and heavy too. That's right. It was the potpourri crock. I shared that a couple of weeks ago. And then, believe it or not, when I was thrifting this week, I found another one. Same one. And it was a lot cheaper too. So after all that with the potpourri crock, I did see one thrifting. It was only like $5.99. I think I spent $11 on mine. And it doesn't even work the best either. But anyways, another thing I love to thrift for is I love finding watering cans. I have a lot of like galvanized ones. I don't, honestly, around here, I don't find a lot of galvanized watering cans. I usually find those more antiquing, maybe hit or miss thrifting, but not often. Anyways, I saw this one and perfect for spring and summer because you can tuck these throughout your gardens or on your patio, add some flowers to it. I actually think I have this one. I think I bought this at Target at one point because it's hearth and hand. and it was originally $14.99. I think I might have this one or similar. Anyways, I got it at Goodwill for $3.99, and I said just to tuck throughout anywhere, you know, next to our pool porch or anywhere on the patio. I just think it looks really cute in landscaping. Have some flowers. You could even add some soil and actually plant some flowers in here too. Would be really pretty. Just drill maybe a couple little holes on the bottoms to let water out, so you could actually use this as a planter. How cute would that be? Of course, adding faux flowers indoors as well. I've used many of my pitcher watering cans inside and have them tucked like on my entry bench and things like that for spring and summer. So I thought this one was really cute. Another deal that I didn't want to pass this one up either. We finally made it to the last item, and this is not an exciting grand finale. I should have planned that better. But anyways, like I mentioned before, I'm always looking for seasonal decor. My future self thanks me when I find items. I just tuck them away. So I found these corn husk wreaths. They were only 79 cents. I grabbed 2 of them for 79 cents each. You could pop a little bow on them. I just plan on leaving them like this. Super pretty. And for 79 cents, you couldn't beat that deal. So always make sure you are checking out the seasonal decor, no matter what time of year it is, to find affordable finds like this. And I never overlook the blankets and pillows when I'm thrifting. This week I found this beautiful quilt that I was drawn to. I love the color and the design of it. It was only $9.99. I did have it in my cart, but then ultimately I passed on it. But I just always love looking because you just never know what you're gonna find in that section either. Anyways, you guys, that is all for today's video. It was quite the thrifting haul. Once I started getting into it, I was like, wow, I did find a lot this week. And that's the thing, and the fun thing about thrifting is you just never know what treasures you're gonna find. You may go a week and not find much. I've had plenty of those, usually more of those than not. And then there'll be weeks that you just get lucky. It's all about the thrill of the hunt and just the luck of the draw and being at the right place at the right time. So if you go thrifting and you're not finding things, don't be discouraged and don't give up, because that is the thrill of the hunt. Because once you find things, it's so much fun. Like, I personally like to go thrifting early. But if I'm going past a thrift store at 3 o'clock, I'll go in. So I mean, but if I'm going out with the intentions of to go thrifting, I tend to go early. I also like to dig. If you find me sometimes at the thrift store, I'm on my knees looking through stuff. So because I like to dig, and I also like to go up and down aisles a couple times, because I may not catch it the first time around, and then I'll go back up again, and then I'll catch it, depending on like how much is on, you know, the shelves. If it's, you know, pretty sparse, then I know. But, you know, I also take my time to really kind of dig through, unless I, you know, sometimes I'll go out and eat and I'll sit in the car and I'm like, you got 5 minutes, Mom, and I'll make it worth my 5 minutes to go to the thrift store, and I do my little power thrifting. So, but you never know what you'll find. So take some time, go to the thrift store. Don't get discouraged if you don't find stuff, because like I said, I walk out of thrift stores a lot empty-handed too, but then there are times when I have a hand. It's the thrill of the hunt, you guys, and it's so much fun. I hope this video gave you some thrifting inspo. Give it a big thumbs up if it did, and let me know in the comments below what you enjoyed the most. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Mother Time, and check out my blog, mothertime.com. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.